Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bleep some of them.
Hang on.
Getting there. Yeah.
We started.
Oh, who cares? Yeah, I'm getting there.
Oh,
Bleep some of them.
hang on.
Yeah.
We started.
What have you done?
Oh, sorry. There's a loop.
it's 'cause that
There's a
one-
loop. Oh, well, that's a great way to start off the episode. Welcome to Nothing But Footy, the first ever live edition. How exciting is it, boys?
You can close it if you want.
Okay.
No, it's good. Exciting.
I'm excited. This is unreal.
Ready to go. Get some footy ready to watch. Something very different. Got to be careful in what we say. Not that we're always careful with what we say, but yeah,
It's a bit different.
excited.
I'm very excited. It's going to be a great episode. We're going to talk about the All-Australian teams, which come out tomorrow. We're going to talk about the footy, which we'll be watching live, obviously. A few other things we'll discuss. But yeah, how good is it? Wednesday night footy. We were talking about it before. The last time it happened was when count?
I think it was 22 in round 1, 2022. It was the grand final rematch. Round 1. Will, how are you?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
Yep, I'm here as
feeling
well.
good. Well, first things. What's our tip for tonight?
Gonna have to back the Suns in here. Probably the correct option if I say it myself.
The clear favourites, some would
Yeah.
say.
You would say that.
But your heart wants to go with Dons just for a little bit of, I don't know. I would love it if there was a bit of an upset.
I just love it. I feel like I want Gold Coast to win, but I would love if it's just up until the last 30 seconds until we know. Like, I don't want to go to quarter time knowing, oh, yep, Gold Coast are going to win by 80 points.
Yeah, no, I tend to agree there. It would be so awkward if, like, it's just a blowout.
All right, what's our first thing on the agenda, Sharky?
The first thing on the agenda, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't this formal. Like,
Alright.
we're a few minutes in. I was thinking we were just going to talk about the game, who we reckon stars.
Oh, okay. No, we can do that. I don't know. I reckon if Gold Coast are in it, are sort of up by half time, 3/4 time by a fair bit, knowing that they're going to win, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some reduced minutes for Anderson, Rao, Collins, King, some of those better players play a bit less in that fourth quarter, solely just to keep them healthy, especially that they got a shorter break than the other teams. What do you reckon?
No, I would tend to agree that it's something that is most likely to happen. I don't know. I feel like, is that in the good faith of the game, though, to kind of play that out? I don't
know,
mind
it's a tough
it.
one. It's an interesting one to discuss because, you know,
Because the other thing that we were discussing is that when on the preview, the review that was a preview for this round, was they can kind of pick where they end up in the ladder. If if Essendon doesn't show up tonight, they can kind of pick. And I was thinking about it on the way here in the car. Is that in the faith of the game? Say they're getting like completely blown out, and they go, okay, well, we want to bring it back, so we've play whoever, and they go, and you just see the effort drop.
well, no,
Personally, that would disappoint me.
The way that it looks for them, they want to win by more to finish 7th or 6th or what? Yeah, 7th, I think it is.
And then they would play.
The higher up they play, the easier their game most look likely. Also, I think it's if they win by 5, they play Freo. They lose by less than 5 goals, they play GWS. Yeah, and in my opinion, they'd rather go to Freo and play Freo. So I think they want to win, but that's what I mean. If it gets to 10 goals at 3/4 time, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some bigger names sort of get a bit more of a rest. Will, sorry, he's busy doing some stuff.
Trying to get this very accessible for you guys. It's the goal at
First
the moment.
question from Mitchell Bacon. Sharky Cam, how's he feeling with this pressure? Yeah, it's the first time he's on the actual camera. You've never.
What pressure?
What
What pressure? What pressure? That's the real question.
Disgusting.
Nah, I don't know. Like, in and amongst it, it's a lot better here. Like, I've been in Will's seat before. Been in that seat. I don't know if did that ever end up making it to air?
No, it
The
did.
camera
You've
footage?
never been on camera at the same time as Will.
No. Will, is there enough space for the both of us?
Yes. There's probably actually less space now that you're here, but that's all right.
She'll be right.
Mitchell Bacon, if you want to let us know who you reckon wins this game, by how much? 5 goals, less than 5 goals? But, yeah, I reckon this has been a good game. Looked for Rao to bounce back, though. Struggled against Port Adelaide. We know he got shut down. But against Essendon, I don't think their strongest part is their midfield, which I think this midfield can go with the Essendon midfield. It's around the ground where forward line, back line, they're going to struggle. But if they can get on top of the midfield, they can do okay. So we'll see how they go. Will, your thoughts on how this game's going to run?
Yeah, look, Essendon, they're going to have to try and be some real big, I don't know, what do you say, upsets.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't see anything happening here. If Gold Coast are serious at all, they should very easily cover the Dons and then move on into, well, depending on how much they beat them by, either the Lions or the Dockers.
They win by more than
Or the
5
GWS.
goals. Win by more than 5 goals, play Dockers. Win by less than 5, play GWS.
Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be interesting for sure. You'd be looking for a 5+ goal win here with ease.
I just feel like Essendon might show up.
They've
I feel like
been
the
very
pressure-
good the past couple of weeks.
The pressure that
they
the
have
Suns have on them, it's a big responsibility. And I just feel like that pressure matched with Dons, haven't had a win in a while, end of the season, throw it all out there. I don't know. From Mitchell Bacon in the chat, we go Gold Coast by 62, absolute domination. Treat it like their first finals game. However, may rest the stars late in the fourth, which you did discuss, Keon.
Yeah.
You'd hope so.
It's one of the game like this is horrible for them if they get, let's say, someone pulls a hammy or one of those injuries that's only like a 1 to 2 week injury, but because they're playing on a Wednesday versus, let's say, a Saturday, that ends up making them miss this
Concussion
first final.
would be the worst.
Well, concussion would be because it would mean they miss the second game if they were to win their first final.
And that's where it comes in of, do you play your heart out in that first, hope for no injuries, blow them out, and then be able to rest your players?
I think that's probably what they look at.
Yeah.
So they brought a couple of ins though. Do you want to run us through
So
those?
we've got Daniel Rioli's back in from injury.
That's a big one, especially Joel Jeffrey dropping a form a bit recently. And
Yep.
Rioli's 10 times
Bailey
better.
Humphrey comes in and Jake Rogers is the sub. Alex Sexton, Oscar Adams and Lockie Goldman, the debutant. They are dropped for this week. Jaden Laverde comes in and Sam Durham comes in for the Dons, and Zach Johnson and Jade Gresham are out of the side.
Yeah.
So-
Gresham due to personal reasons as
Yeah.
well, I believe it was.
Just before the game starts, guys, we did have a call in quiz that I'll just put in through now, assuming it's pre-game. So let's get into this one.
Now, lads, Essendon season may be over, but that doesn't mean tonight we're not going to go out there and fuck up the Gold Coast Suns. Right?
I think it might.
Matt Rao, that grass-eating twat, doesn't know what's coming. Merrick's going to grab his fucking dick and twist it. Okay? Now, you guys may have no belief, but I'm putting money on it.
What's
Up
going
the
on?
fucking
What
dime.
happened?
Oh, did it cut out?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the listeners heard
Is it
basically
still
just said
going?
nah, it's done. He basically just said he's putting money on it.
For Essendon to win.
Yeah.
So hang on, why'd that cut out for us? Did he?
No, no, no.
The
It's
speaker,
the
speaker. Right,
Speaker needs an
right.
upgrade.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, we'll
but-
work on that in the off season.
Yeah, there's a few things to work on the off
It's
season.
an interesting speaker, that's for sure.
It is a very interesting speaker. Has only a maximum volume limit as well of not very loud. There we go. Anderson takes the first clearance. Watch out for King here. Oh, Ben Long.
Oh,
Again, not
Did he
getting
get
any free kicks. That was a bit high.
bit high for Ben Long. Is he taking the mark or?
Yeah,
is-
he was, and they didn't call it again
Oh, interesting.
after last week.
Yeah, well, the Dons can definitely do something very funny there, Chrissy. Yeah, well, I've not really much else to say. I think if you're a Bulldogs fan, everyone's going for the Dons at the moment. And
I reckon, how many Bulldogs fans were thinking about buying tickets to this?
well, my question is, how many do you think bought Dons scarves? Like shitty fucking $10 Dons scarves.
Do you reckon all the doggy
just-
boys are watching it together in like Don's merch right now?
Well, did you
They'd be-
see the clips of them?
Training?
Yeah.
Running around at training. I
Looked
did see
so
that. Yeah.
disgusting. Felt bad for
Oh,
him.
it's just one of those things where it's like a 99% chance you're not.
Yeah.
But it's like if they were to go celebrate and go drinking, watch
Yeah.
Essendon then win.
Liam Jones looked like about the only happy one, and that's because he's playing VFL anyways.
Yeah, he knew that he wasn't playing ones anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter for him.
I was talking to someone today saying just send Bont over there and just put him in a Don's uniform, You know, get a bit of plastic surgery, like not that. What is it? The like fake stuff
Yeah,
in your
Barkus
face.
Montempelli.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
who it is.
It would be so good, but it could never happen.
But you never know.
Or Jai Farah going for the first goal of the game.
He's a cheeky one.
He's
isn't
been a
he?
good one coming in late in the season.
Yeah.
It's sort of even when they were doing really good, he wasn't there, and then slowly.
You wonder
few
if it's
refell form.
do you reckon he plays finals? I think he definitely holds his spot
Oh yeah,
after how he's been playing. for sure.
definitely. He's pushed that one and he's missed it across the face.
Jeez, as soon as we talk well about someone,
Yeah, he
that's
doesn't
what
keep well.
happens.
I think he does. I
Yeah.
think what he brings, it probably helps Ben King a little bit as well, instead of maybe getting double teamed at times. It probably gives a little bit more space to someone like Ben Long when he does get on a lead. And he, even though he's quite big, he's still a pretty quick runner, to be honest.
Yeah, for
We've
sure.
seen him get a couple of holding the balls against Richmond in that game. Where this Gold
always-
Coast
it's
did
always
happen,
Richmond, isn't it?
did happen to demolish Richmond.
Yeah, it
The
wasn't
second
like-
time
wasn't
they
like-
played him, though. It wasn't,
Yeah.
They did beat him the first time.
Wasn't like Mac Andrew fucking kicked one from 60 out in that game, but yeah, that's all right. We'll take it where it comes.
Bit of talk about Zach Merritt this week about whether he stays or goes.
Oh, I think he stays.
I reckon he stays.
He's too loyal of a man.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's some players that you're like, they want to end their career and be like, I only played at one club. And he's one of them, I reckon.
There's
He doesn't
also-
seem like he's a fierce competitor, obviously, but not like a win at all costs competitor.
There's another one about Zach Merritt, obviously. Oh, apologies. Missed the 44-man squad for the All-Australian, which for me personally is, look, he's had an off season. Do we think that he was in the 44-man squad?
Oh,
I don't,
The way that
personally.
I look at it is, in my opinion, I don't think he was. But also, moving on to the All Australian, if you look at the way the team's gone, they've heavily biased on those 9 teams that were really good. You look at other teams that you go, oh, this player was probably a little bit better, but they've picked their team doing better to maybe up their form a little bit. So I think that's the way they kind of looked at it. Merritt's season probably ebbed and flowed as well. His highs were high, but at times it was quite low when he played on the wing and only had maybe the 12 touches.
His start of the season
whatever.
was very, very good.
Was good. And in the back end of the season, he's done okay. Someone did raise a good point, though, as Ben King takes a mark 15 out. If he was to, let's say, have 40 and 4 today, what would happen?
Well, funny you say that.
Because, yeah.
He's had 40 this year against Gold
Gold
Coast,
Coast, yeah.
in round 17. So not too long ago.
Chris Allison just saying Merritt robbed All Australian.
Along with Khan, the Dons, as they're going to get a goal, presumably kicked
Gold
on them.
Coast get a goal.
Yeah.
King comes in.
King kicks the first. So Suns are on the board. King kicks the first for the game.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I know. That'll probably be his only touch for the half. And then
On the All Australian thing, seeing what some people are sending through. On the All Australian thing, so they do have a meeting tomorrow morning to make those last changes because of this game.
So we've got a couple of comments here.
Some people think they're funny. It's all
Khan
right,
the
though.
Dons, Merritt robbed All Australian, Shucky not wearing a hat, question mark. Line's crazy.
Will's wearing a hat, so he could give him.
Yeah, I know. I
Sharky's
could
hat.
donate the hat off.
It's also not that bad, guys. Like this is kind of about. It's kind of about the footy. This podcast,
it's
person, I would say.
hilarious.
Even when we're live, Sharky still cops straight.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's
Seriously.
so good.
Going out there, putting myself out there for the viewers, and this is what I get.
Yeah, first time Sharky Cam's been real.
First and
real
last.
used.
First and last, I feel.
Yeah. Well, so you have a look at this. Average 27.8 touches for the season, 4.4 tackles, 4 clearances, 4 marks, 103 fantasy points. I reckon that's a spot in that top 44. When I look at it, I think, did Tom Green or did Zach Merritt have a better year?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's not far enough away to where Zach Merritt shouldn't be in the side, or at least the squad.
Well, what do you? First of all, we'll talk about a few of the players who are probably snubbed of getting.
We'll
picked
get it
in
off the bat.
team.
Tristan Zeri.
That's the biggest one. That one just absolutely blows my mind. Like I don't understand how you can't Think something, just a few more comments coming through. If you had to let an Essendon player, okay, never mind. I didn't read that.
I thought it was about all Australian as well. I thought it said if you had to pick an Essendon player.
That's what I thought.
Well, if anyone's tuning in, which you're probably not, but they said Harry Jones.
Yes.
What happened to him? Is he injured? He broke
assuming
his
he's
leg.
injured. Oh,
He
he
had the
did.
fucking huge leg breaker. Yes. We're a bit off topic, aren't we?
Yeah, that was interesting. So just on Tristan Xerri though, I've picked up some numbers just on how the 3 games that he missed, right, versus the next 3 games he played. So 3 games he missed, last 3 games of the season. Now, across those 3 games that he missed, North Melbourne averaged the 22 hitouts a game versus when Xerri came back in, they averaged the 40. So that's 18 hitouts different. Then you look at opponents. When Tristan Xerri was out of the team, opponents averaged 60 hitouts a game, which is an unbelievable number. And when they came back in, only averaging the 37.
Wow.
So that's just purely off hitouts. And in those games that he missed was against Geelong, where they got absolutely smashed. So, I mean, you look at that and you go, he's a massive out. So, yeah, he's probably the biggest snub. Another one I probably thought Rosie was one. Wilkie. I think the season that Sinclair's had has been really underrated. I think we've kind of just come used to it and a bit more that Naz has played really good football. But Sinclair, out of defenders, is the highest rated defender in the competition.
Oh, yeah.
Yet not even being a chance to make the team. So I thought that was quite an interesting one.
Max King lining up for goal now.
Max
Ben.
King.
Oh, Ben King, sorry. Apologies.
Yeah, well, there was obviously the conversation of Harry Sheasel. He misses, which is a big one for me, considering he's equaled the disposals record. I thought he had a pretty good year, obviously, some ebbs and flows in that. Another big one maybe not big one. Apart from these ones, they're not really big anymore, but Xerri's probably the main one. Aaron Norton is a huge one for me. And regardless of his first half of the year, I feel like you can't kick 60 goals in a year and not be picked in the
All-Australian.
All-Australian
Well,
44-man squad, in my
fourth?
opinion. Yeah, did he finish 4th?
I think it was fourth or fifth, I'm pretty sure.
Just shows you how good the Coleman race as well was this year.
Just quickly from Chris, he goes, Max King, lol, get him off the cam. Male Kelly Underwood. Thanks, Chris.
Jeez, he's ripping it there,
That's
going great as well.
That's a great call, to be
I
honest.
mean,
love
personally,
that one.
that's a good call there. I did make a mistake, and I'll take that on board.
Male Kelly Underwood is hilarious.
But I feel like if we brought some positivity and some more direct questions instead of would Essendon players do certain things to you, that would be much better. So let's keep that in mind as your team is currently losing by 13 points. As Max King kicked that goal.
Ben King.
Oh, God.
my God.
You idiot.
Oh,
Jeez, you're actually asking for it at the moment.
I actually am.
And after those
The
two
pressure's
goals,
getting to me now.
After those 2 goals, he now solidifies himself second in the Coleman. So congratulations to
Ben King.
on second place in the Coleman. Unless he goes and kicks 17 goals, 20 goals or whatever.
Good.
Takes a mark inside 50.
He could.
To line up 35 directly in front. Now, Will, tell me what your All-Australian 22 looks like.
Oh, okay. We're ripping straight into it.
I'm happy to.
All right, we're ripping the Band-Aid off right away. So should we go position for position, or are we?
Go your defense, my defense.
Okay.
And then so on.
So starting off in the back line, obviously, I've got back pocket Vlosten, full back Harris Andrews, back pocket Lockie Ash, back flank Wangane Malera, centre half back Sam Taylor, and other half back Josh Dacos.
Yeah. Okay.
And your one?
I've gone Zorko back pocket, Harris Andrews full back, Collins other back pocket, Josh Worrell, Wangname Miller, and Bailey Dale.
Wow. Lot of differences here.
Yeah.
So you've got no Lockie Ash.
No, Lockie Ash. I thought the way I looked at it was Lockie Ash or Bailey Dale, and I feel like Bailey Dale, one is a bit more attacking and a better kick of the football, in my opinion, and can probably defend a little bit better than what Lockie Ash can.
The season that they've played doesn't really come into it.
Well, I just feel like Ash had 2 or 3 games where he was really stopped. I mean, only a couple of weeks ago against North Melbourne, he had 12 touches. Whereas Bailey Dale's season was pretty much 20 plus every game.
Yep. And no Vlaston.
Get further into
Okay. So what other difference did we do? Did you have Harris Andrews?
I had Harris Andrews. You had Taylor though,
And
I
you
had
have
Collins.
Collins.
Yes.
Yes. I think you could probably go either way with those players. Personal preference probably gets one or the other.
I feel
Both been very good.
I'm intrigued to know what you feel. I felt Collins literally as he gets the ball right now.
Maybe again.
He's the whole year that he's played a lot more football, I think, than Taylor, which for me shows a bit more consistency, ability to play. And I know Taylor's comes from injuries, which are unfortunate. But I also just feel Collins has had to do with a lot less to work with around him. I mean, he hasn't had Charlie Ballard in terms
I
of
guess
his tall defenders.
could say the same for Taylor not having Buckley for the whole year.
Yeah, but he's got Iden. Like, who's the Iden for Gold Coast, would you say? No, like Iden, Himmelberg, sort of those players where I
But
feel like
Iden
it's
is more
Collins.
hasn't really played that big. It's been more Leclerc kind of.
Yeah, but
in
Iden
that
still
big
comes
role.
in for contested marks. I feel like it's Collins almost or bust for Gold Coast.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, it's differing of opinions.
Yeah.
Your wings were your 2 wingers.
Have we got any other differing in that?
You had Worrell?
No.
Oh, you didn't have Worrell.
I had Josh Dacos.
Yeah, okay.
So I had, and you had Worrell,
Yeah, I've also got Zorko.
and I've got Wanganeen Malera.
I've got Wangan Miller.
So I've got, so Vlaston is a difference.
Yeah.
Andrews, not Andrews. Taylor is a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Ash is a difference. And Josh Dacos is a difference.
Yeah.
So you've gone for I'm guessing Josh Dacos hits your bench, or you'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
All right, we'll get to that. Actually, I might move him. He hasn't really played halfback this year, has he?
While Will decides that.
Anyways, we'll go to the wing. Oh, actually, no, we'll read this.
We
comment.
have a comment from the viewers. Brad Scott, keep his job.
Yeah, no, I feel like
I don't feel like
what
it's
he's
been his
had-
fault.
Yeah, no, what he's had to work with is they've gone through 44 players. They've gone through 2 whole
Sides.
teams that you would show up on a Wednesday night. So you can't actually blame anything on him. And again, like that's on the merit thing as well. I was going to say is he can't really claim that they did bad this year. Yes, they did bad, obviously.
When did Durham kick a goal?
He kicked it from about 35 out.
Oh, yeah.
However, he struggled with injuries, and he had to be moved around. And I feel like for Brad Scott, that's something quite difficult to do as a coach when you've literally got to teach new players who have never really played AFL football level before.
The next question we have from Adrian is, will Silvani play a premiership for Collingwood?
Ooh. He could.
I don't feel like I feel like Collingwood isn't going to get one in the next 5.
You don't reckon?
You don't reckon?
I don't know. I just feel like they did it. And I feel like they're going to be that side that's always pushing, like always there. We're never going to be like, oh, it's done. But I just don't feel like they're going to be able to get it again for a while. They'll definitely get it in the next decade.
You don't think that in the next 5 years they'll be contending for a premiership?
I definitely think they'll be contending. I just gut feeling, and this could come down to be horribly wrong. I just don't feel like they're going to get it.
Well, we know with your calls on stuff like that, you're normally pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Silvani's 27 years old, so you'd probably say he's maybe got 5-6 years in him. I'd say
let's start off
he's a
with-
good chance. He's a better chance at Collingwood than he is at
Yes.
Carlton.
Oh, 100%. But also, let's start. Is he 100% going Collingwood?
See,
No,
I don't
so
think
Because
it's
he
is
come
the
will.
out-
Saints looking for him
It's
now?
come out
Well, Saints is-
today.
yeah.
Craig McRae spoke about it.
Yeah, he
Did
had
he?
another date with someone
Yeah,
else.
so he said, I had a date with him. The date went well, but he hasn't called me back. I think
Oh.
he's having a date with someone else. So I think he could end up at the Doggies.
I'm loving this like trade
Yeah.
period.
I think Doggies is probably the best shout, considering the Doggies backman needs and stuff like that. So
he'd be a good fit at the Dogs.
he'd be a great fit
The
at the
Dogs
Dogs.
do need, but both teams need him.
The
He's
thing is,
free agency,
he
right?
can't be the main guy.
No.
He is not a Wiedering. He's like the Jack Buckley of a team. So whether or not, do you have Lob as the main guy? And then,
Yeah,
I don't feel like, could you develop Lob to be the main guy? Is he there?
well, he's been the main guy all year with James O'Donnell as the second main guy. I don't know. I just feel like the second you overpay
A player?
Jack Silvani, then you still don't have a full key back, and Lob only lasts maybe 1 or 2 years, and you're stuck with James O'Donnell as your key full back. So
yeah. I feel like that's the way I look at it. Is Collingwood, right? They've got Darcy Moore, who's their number one, and I feel like Silvani and Frampton can really work well with him
yeah.
and work off of it to help each other out. Versus, like you said, with Bulldogs, they haven't really got a defined number one key back. That was great ball movement, just quietly from
if you want to
Rioli.
watch how football should be played, go to 7 minutes 30 in the first quarter of
And
this
just watch a
game.
Rioli run through the middle
Yeah.
of
That
the
was
ground.
beautiful.
That was unreal.
And he even directed it. You see, with his hand movement, gets the handball from Davies, and
Do you reckon
calling King to come back and be right there, come at me, and yeah,
Do you reckon the Dogs fans are just sitting there right now like, or like the Dogs players are like,
and there was hype for the
do you
first
reckon they're on
minute.
booking.com right
And it
now?
was like, they're booking
They're
it.
booking the flights right away. They're going straight to Bali while it's
Oh.
still cheap.
Another question we've got from Adrian is Nissan or Toyota?
Nissan?
I mean, you're a bit biased though, aren't you?
Yeah, he's got the
Well, I'm
Nissan.
guessing that's why the question's there.
I'll disagree with Will just for the sake of it. I'll go Toyota.
I'll bring in Holden, why not? Also, hello to Lachlan, who's just said hello in the chat. G'day.
G'day, Lachlan.
Chris, pre-game meal. Is that what we're having? Because me and Cam are partaking in a bit of pizza. Will, what did you have before the game?
Oh, a bit of Red Rooster, actually.
Oh, Red Rooster.
Yeah, so
What did you go
talking about
for?
tonight?
that's
Is he
like
talking before the
a bit
game?
of a quarter
Oh.
chicken and chips.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good feed with some gravy on
Thought
the
you might
top.
have got the bachelor's handbag of just the...
Nah, not just the straight roast chook. It wasn't with the family, so the bachelor's handbag would normally be with the rents and, bit of salad with that, but not today. It was the got some chippies, got some gravy, a bit fancy today.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Maybe what else he meant was,
Yeah, I
what's
think
a
that is what he
pre-game
meant.
meal you would have before an actual football game?
I do think that's what he meant.
I do think so as well.
Well, he didn't specify it, so but it's all right to get
I'm
a few
sure he was
takes.
wondering if I ate Red Rooster or not.
Well, you never know. What do you guys have before a meal game?
First of all, it depends what time your game's at. Like so when you play it back when I was playing in the morning, it was kind of just an apple. That was really it. And now it's same thing, an apple and then a sandwich from the club, sort of as you rock up to the ground, and that's pretty much it.
I ate nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing.
we and Will are at different time frames though.
Yeah. We are early in the
We're
morning.
early.
Hang on. If Ben King had kicked that,
You would have 4.
not saying the Coleman's out of reach,
Okay.
but look, if he can keep at that pace for the rest of
That
the
is
game,
true.
he's on here.
He's going at a scoring shot every 4 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah.
Another question. How many games did Will play with a broken rib?
Oh, I don't know, a couple.
Handful?
Yeah. Couple. I don't think we ever discussed that injury.
No,
that
I
early
don't
on.
think. I thought we discussed you being sick and you being coughing a lot and it hurting like hell, I believe,
Yeah.
but never the reason why. Do you want to get into that? As the time
I
passed.
just had a footy injury. And,
We're a bashed up podcast plus Sharky.
yeah, I know. We're both going through the dumps. Sharky's fit and healthy. He was in the bin the week before,
That
though.
is true.
So,
We've all had our fair share of it. And on the topic of injuries, another question: most punchable AFL player.
that's a good question. Well, I really don't like Connor Butterick.
Connor Butter.
I feel like if I was playing Guinea, he would get under my skin.
Nah, Tom Papley. Easily.
Papley?
Yeah,
Papley
Papley.
is easy. He
Yeah.
is so punchable.
Mm.
I back that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's my top one though.
No, he's definitely top one.
Maynard would be up
Brazy's
there, but,
close.
but I would be
Brazy's
scared
close.
if he was coming at me. Though.
Yeah, him come back. Him coming back.
Like if
You
Patley
missed the
was
first
coming at
one?
me, I'd feel like I'd be like okay, but if Maynard was going, I would run away.
Yeah. I wouldn't be the...
Anderson kicks a goal for the Suns and gets them up by 3 goals at the moment, and they're only 2 goals away from playing Fremantle.
Yeah, they're fucking smashing them at the moment. 4 minutes to go in the first. 28-6. And we missed the Essendon goal. That's not ideal. Is Peter Wright playing?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
I've seen him out and about.
Okay. Should we go back to the All-Australian
Yes.
team that we were going out at? So we had the wings coming up. I have Holmes and Bailey Smith on my wings. So the 2 Geelong players that just couldn't fit into my midfield.
Interesting.
Who have you got?
I've got Holmes as well, and then I've got Zach Bailey.
Oh, yeah. You've always loved the Zach
I've always
Bailey.
Zach Bailey, and you've always got to have sort of that one true winger, and for 75% of the year, he's played on the wing.
The thing is,
And
they never do it.
they always have one.
Massimo D'Ambrosio.
I feel like there's always one every year.
I don't feel like D'Ambrosio had a good enough year.
No, not
not
this
this
year.
year.
Not
Yeah,
this
good.
year.
Okay.
No. We there was, what was it, last year?
Yeah, last year.
Last year was D'Ambrosio's year, and they had Nick Dacos on the wing instead, which,
Yeah, but who was on the other wing? Merritt, I think it was, wasn't it?
yeah,
Let me-
another non-winger.
If it was this year, he played wing.
Yeah,
Maybe they
yeah,
were just preempting it.
yeah.
So yeah, wings are quite similar, but yeah, Zach Bailey, I'm a fan of him.
Yeah, I agree with you in the sense that if you're going genuine positions, you'd probably have to put a genuine winger on there, which is surprising because there's not many. I think the one that I would go for is probably Hugh McCluggage if I had to put a wingman on there. And maybe Gordon if you played the whole
It was
year.
Errol Goulden.
Yeah,
and-
Goulden
Yeah,
makes
Gordon.
sense.
There
yeah.
it was. Yeah, Gordon. Gordon.
Goulden's a genuine winger.
Your forward line?
Yeah, so I've gone for Jamie Elliott at the centre half forward flank.
Interesting. Yeah.
Gunston centre half forward. Heaney half forward flank. Pickett at the forward pocket. Jezza full forward and Thilthorpe forward pocket.
All right. So ours are, I think we've got the 5 the same, I'm pretty sure. I've
Yeah.
got Heaney,
Yeah,
Jezza up higher.
yeah.
I've got Ed Richards.
Okay.
I thought because he played quite a fair bit, he kicked quite a few goals, and he was not rated basically the best player in the league for 18 of the weeks of the season.
Yeah,
Then I've got Cozzy Pickett, Jack Gunston,
Yeah.
and Riley Thilthorpe.
yeah. So we've just got Richards and Elliott as differences there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you could probably go either way.
Yeah, it depends. Are you
If you want to
going
go for a more
natural,
more
forward
actual
line?
forwards or the midfield, it's definitely an interesting one. Midfield,
Midfield, Ruckman, Gorn.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not even another one to really choose from.
yeah.
Because Zeri had probably, in my opinion, better season than Grundy did, and Zeri's not there.
Way more of a better season.
Midfield, I've got Bailey Smith. I thought his last 6 weeks of the year, he'll probably poll 3 votes in almost every game, I reckon. Then Marcus Bontempelli, every year he just continues to be elite. And then I've got Matt Rao, adds a bit more defence to that midfield that's quite attacking.
Wow.
But for a player that averages over 25 touches, 8 clearances a game, 8 tackles a game, he's just both attacking and defensive.
Okay.
I thought his year was.
So we've
was
got
elite.
no Bont or Dawson in
No,
the
but
midfield.
I've got Bot.
Who's got
Oh, you
Bond?
got Bont.
Yeah.
No Dawson, no Dacos.
No.
Wow. Yeah, so I've got Gorney, same as Keon. Been the best ruckman in the competition for the past 10 years. Nit-nat for maybe 1 or 2 of those years. It was very, very close there. Nick Dacos. Obviously, it's Nick Dacos. Could be very close. Well, a 50-metre penalty here. Suns coming in, strolling in for their 6th goal. Ben Long. Nick Dacos in the midfield with Jordan Dawson and Marcus Bontempelli in my midfield. I just feel like they're probably the the main three for me. You could really switch this around any way you want, as long as you have these people on your bench or around the ground. I think those definitely need to be in the side.
And then last one on the bench, I've got Nick Dacos, Jordan Dawson, then Nick Vlauston, as we were discussing,
Yeah.
and Josh Dacos, which I was very. He almost didn't make it. The only reason I had Jackson originally.
Jackson's been very good.
However, I did decide that I think what Phil Thorpe does as the second ruck is actually very underrated, and will be a big thing come finals because he's able to push forward and make a problem for ruckman, and even around the ground he still does well in clearance. Yeah, Jackson had a pretty good year, but and I've gone Josh Dacos, my last one on the bench.
Yep. I've gone for Noah Anderson. So no Noah Anderson in the side for you this year.
No, I had two honourable mentions, which was Anderson and Tom Green.
Yep. So I've got Anderson, Richards on the bench, Zach Butters, another one that you don't have this year, and Matt Rowell. I feel like Matt Rowell's defensive midfield pressure is severely underrated. He should finish very well in the well, obviously the best and fairest for Gold Coast, but also the Brownlow, I think. And Noah Anderson, we didn't give him any respect in the Nothing But Footy Player of the Year, but he definitely deserves it in the All-Australian team, I think.
Yeah, it's really tough. Like Anderson's probably the one that I really want to get in there, but I look around and I'm not sure where else to put it. I think like if I go through my midfielders, I go Bailey Smith. I think he's been elite this year.
Yeah.
Bond's been awesome.
Yeah.
Rowell, I think, even though he's been spoken about so much, still got a little bit under the radar. And Anderson, you can't really put in the forward line. He's a pure midfielder. And then I'm like, Nick Dacos.
Yeah.
It's tough. You could interchange them. Dawson as well. I mean, it's so difficult.
Yeah.
This team's like, maybe I could get rid of Josh Dacos and put Anderson in because Nick Dacos can play halfback if you wanted.
Yeah.
No, actually, you know what? I'm going to take Josh Dacos out. I'm going to put Anderson in.
Yeah, okay.
Especially just watching this first quarter from him.
Yeah.
Being that this game does still count towards it, I'm making a live change.
Yeah, live change.
But as he says, smother. Oh, if he kicks
inside
this,
50,
oh,
handball to
Rowell.
Rowell. Oh,
Give it
Rowell
back
with
to
the
him.
stutter step.
Oh.
Gets it in board. Top of the goal square.
Connor Butterick.
Butterick, you idiot.
No.
Oh, and he goes for the free kick and he doesn't get
He
it.
ruined that whole passenger play for
I don't
Gold
reckon
Coast.
I've seen Essendon take a mark in the last.
I saw
5
someone
minutes.
complaining that Kako wasn't in the All-Australian
Oh,
44
God.
man squad.
I did see someone post on Instagram like 6 Essendon players, and I'm like, are we being serious right now?
Yeah, ridiculous. But notable mentions to not make it in my team was, I'd say, Mitch Georgiades, Tom Green, Finn Callahan, Bailey Dale's a big one. Tom Liberatore, he'll just never get there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he just never will. Andrew Brayshaw, I wanted to find a way to fit him in, but I just couldn't. Luke Jackson was another big one. Hugh McCluggage, I feel like, has been so very good, but I just can't get him in there. Dane Zorko as well. And Mark Keane is another one that I feel real upset about because he's had an unreal season.
Real kicks a goal on the siren to coming into quarter time as well.
Geez, that bloke in the crowd looks like him as
He's
well.
actually a little older version of him. Yeah, Mark Keane, I think, has had a pretty good season, but I think there's a few other players that are a bit better than him at times. But yeah, there's sort of that 30 players that anyone can pick, and you can't really have too much of an argument about it because it's such fine margins between them on sort of where you play them. Again, do you feel that this is something that should be more player voted?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Sorry, not player.
coach voted,
No, fan
Fans?
voted.
fan voted. Yeah, like the All-Star weekend. I do think so. Because even with the NBA All-Star, like Derrick Rose was one of the highest performing voted guards every year just because everyone loves Derrick Rose, even when he was only averaging maybe 9 or 10 points a game. So you can look at that while you also, how do I say it? You don't actually give the votes.
Yes.
You don't pick them just because they're in the fans. Like there's
Yeah.
obviously two sides of it. I think the best way would to have a panel and stuff, just so you avoid this stuff like that. And then worst comes to worst, you can say, well, you guys should have voted for him, if you really need to.
Well, in the way that I think it should work, we instead of going with the 44, we go with a 50-man list, right? And 2 teams of 22. Yet they don't play against each other, but we can actually match them up. Because I feel like what happens is, like we said, players get put in weird positions that they wouldn't play come a game. So make 2 teams of 22 and make it actually seem like these teams would have face off, yet they're not actually going to.
Yeah.
So you don't run into these problems. I think that'll suit really well. And we get, a proper sort of best 44 players in the comp. And I think that's the other thing. We speak about, like, to not be able to make the 44-man squad is the fact that you're still being spoken about to be a chance. There's 500 players in the league, and you're spoken about being the best 44 in the league. I think that's a huge pat on the back for a lot of people.
I will just say Seth Campbell should be there. It's fucking bullshit, rigged bullshit. I have a look back at it, and you look at his second half of the year, and you go, okay.
You did, yeah. If
can
Seth Campbell was going to
understand
make
it.
it, Jack Higgins should have made it.
Well, that's what I mean. I want to complain about Seth Campbell, and I look at some of the blokes that didn't make it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I might just leave this battle for another day. Because if I said that, that'd be like the guy saying Catgo. You're like, all right, mate.
I do think Seth Campbell, if you take it away from the season, Richmond, I do think Seth Campbell had a really good season.
Yeah, an unreal season for sure. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one, that's for sure.
There will be a lot of first jackets handed out, though. There's a lot
how
of
many
players.
first-time players are there? There's a
Well,
ton.
like
Well-
if you go through it,
No Waterman, no Houston, no Cripper. Who else isn't going to make it this year?
well, so you Colin, if Collins makes it, he'll be a first.
Yeah.
If you look at, if we look at it from locks,
Bailey Smith.
yeah, Bailey Smith, Worrell, that'll be his first one. Naz's first one.
Floston's first one.
Floston's first one. Did Dale make it last year?
Thilthorpe's first one.
Thilthorpe.
Pickett's first one.
Richards, if he does.
Jamie
I don't know if
Elliott?
he does. Not sure. Maybe.
I'll pull this up. It's normally shown.
Heaney was there last year. There'll be quite a few players who
Actually,
I reckon there'll
let's-
be 6 or 7 players who who make it All Australian for the
Yeah, no, he's
first
never
time.
been All Australian, Jamie Elliott. So in my team, I think Dawson. Dawson was last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah.
Well, who's your captain?
Gone.
Gone.
Yes. I'd say so. Just because, I don't know, there's no one, maybe Dawson actually.
Well, see, that's my thing. I've got
I'd say
Dawson on the bench,
Dawson.
but I want to make him captain. I don't know if the captain can be on the bench.
I don't think
That's
they
the-
can.
Yeah, how's that work?
So I would say Bont.
The only reason
for
I
me.
can't pick Bont or Gone is because the teams did so terribly, I feel like you have to go, like a team that did really well, like when Toby Green made it and stuff like that.
I just think Bont's team still
Bont's
did.
always Bont.
But the Bont's team also is in it up until the last
Yeah.
30 minutes they were.
Well, if it goes my way, right? Or so say my exact team gets picked, it'll be Vlaston's first, Lockie Ash's first, Wangani Malera's first, Max Holmes, his first,
Yep.
Bailey Smith's first, Jamie Elliott's first. Did Jack Gunson's made one before,
Yeah,
right?
he would have made one back
Yeah.
in the day.
Pickett's first, Thilthorpe's first, Matt Rowe's first, Ed Richards first, and Noah Anderson's first, I think. That's 11 players.
Mm.
Noah Anderson, he hasn't made one, right? You wouldn't think so. Jeez.
Sharky, your thoughts on the All Australian team?
No, he hasn't. That was
Who
correct.
do you think are your locks? Like, who do you go and they have to be in the team?
Bailey Smith.
Bailey Smith has to be in the side.
Max
I
Gawn will
agree.
be a lock because he's had a much better season than Brody Grundy. I feel like Brody Grundy's had like stops and starts throughout the season, but hasn't been consistent enough. Who else? Should be a lot more people.
Jezza?
Jezza, Gunston, both will be in it. Jamie Elliott, I don't know. I feel like it's more likely going to be like I feel like him or Pickett's a hard one to choose from.
Oh, see, it's Gunston or Elliott for me. I don't think you can have both of them.
You don't think you can you saying Pickett's a hard one?
No, I feel like it'll be Pickett or Jamie Elliott.
What? If Pickett's not in this side, I riot.
Oh, I feel like he should be, but
If Jamie Elliott gets picked over Pickett, I will storm the AFL headquarters at dawn.
who else? Both the Dacosses will be in it, without a doubt.
Max Holmes.
I think Josh is a questionable one.
I don't feel like Josh is a questionable one. I feel like he'll be there.
Do you think he was the best halfbacker for the season?
I don't think he was the best halfbacker, but I feel like he's had like position, not in his position, but he's just been in the best 22 players in the league. So they'll kind of fit him in. I said Bont, right? Yeah, that's about. Those are my locks, I'd say. The rest of them is a bit up in the air.
So Pickett kicked 40 goals for the year.
Off how many games?
It's a great question. I don't have to pull that up. Keep speaking, everyone.
Yeah, I think Pickett automatically. He's averaged over 20 and averaging over 2 goals a game. He's like the third or fourth player to ever do that in AFL history. So he should just bang. Well, he should be a walk-in. I think Heaney's another one.
20 games. So he's averaging 2 goals a game and 20 touches. And Elliott kicked an extra 12 goals on him, but only averages the 11 touches. So you're taking 8 touches, and I'll have a look at how many games he played as well this year. I don't know if he missed any.
And
I think he
in
did.
the back end of like the last 8 games, Elliott didn't kick many goals. It was because he was kicking bigger bags in the earlier parts of the season.
This is just going to be a blowout, isn't it?
Yeah. So just to tell you the scores, it's 7-4-46 to Essendon's 1 goal straight 6.
Who knows? They could get one.
Played an extra 3 games. So played 23 games, kicked an extra 12 goals, and had half the disposals averaged for the year.
And at the moment, the way that the ladder sits, Gold Coast will play Fremantle and Hawthorn will go to Sydney to play GWS.
Don't like that for Hawthorn.
I don't either. They play our brand of footy
Yeah.
against us better. Like
They love playing you guys.
they love playing fast and like explosive and moving in waves.
Did you watch what that football just
Yeah,
did?
ridiculous.
It moved left and then went all the way right. Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting. What's the history against them?
Well, they played in Tassie, obviously, and the James Sicily missed the goal after the siren. So that was a GWS dub.
I'm trying to pull it up here, what the actual history is. But yeah, I feel like we've won a few, but not like. What round did we play them in? I feel like it was
Will found it so quickly.
Will found it.
So Hawthorn won by 12 in round 3. So they beat the Giants in round 3 in Utah's this year. And then they didn't play again for this year. So Hawthorn's had them this year in Utah's.
I remember it was wet, wasn't it?
Might have been windy. I can't.
Oh,
remember.
was that the game that was? It was so windy. Yeah,
Yeah.
And if
might
I
have been.
remember correctly, Geelong played Brisbane maybe that night, if you go back to the round.
And then Hawthorn beat them round 13 at Utah's by 6 points. Last year, round 13. But then GWS played them again in Canberra and beat them by 2 points. So I guess you could say Hawthorn's had their measure a little bit. No game has been won by more than, a good amount where you could be confident.
Yeah, when it comes to finals, all these games are going to be pretty close. It'll come down to the home ground advantage and also who gets the good start. That was another one I was looking at just before this game. Gold Coast are the second best team in first quarters and Essendon are the worst team in first quarters. And literally that quarter time score 40-point margin told that exact stat perfectly.
Yeah, and I think that's a big, big, big thing for sure. I think if you want to, what was I saying? This is what we
Brain
cut.
fade.
This is what we cut out when we're not live. Actually, that's a lie. We don't.
Yeah.
You don't cut it
This
out.
is probably just normal for everyone else. What
Well,
were we
we'll-
talking about?
Giants and Hawks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is where you would so much rather play Freo if you're Hawthorn because they've got no finals experience at all. Regardless of home oval, Giants have so much experience in finals, and I think they could easily roll over the top of Hawthorn. But if you give me Hawthorn in Freo, I'd probably take Hawthorn for sure.
Yeah. I agree.
Even though Freo beat Hawthorn there earlier this year.
Yeah. Just because finals is a completely different story. And we know that Hawthorn love to turn up in those games, but against the experienced side, they couldn't do it. Like against Port last year in the finals. They were able to do it that first week.
Against the Dogs.
Against the less experienced side, final side.
You don't think Freo can turn up in those sort of games? Even though like last week, what was an elimination final against the Dogs that they...
But they were also
Rose to
playing
the
a
occasion.
side that's not very good in those situations.
Yeah, okay.
So we know that Dogs will make finals every year and be first round exits, at least since 2021, or you know, oh Humphrey, oh hello. Whereas the Giants do this shit like year after year after year. Like they managed to make themselves a prelim from sixth place so much. So, it's one of those ones where if I'm Hawthorn, it's like fresh blood if I play Freo. But if I'm playing Giants, it's like, fuck. And if you're the Giants, you're like, oh, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. The Giants last year were a half away from making a prelim.
We're technically a half away from winning the grand final because they were beating both teams that were playing in the grand final
That's true.
by 40 plus points. So I think if that doesn't tell the story, I'm not sure what will.
We'll move into, we put on the stories to give us some hot takes. First one being Josh Battle has not had the season worthy
Yeah, I
of the
thought that was an
44-man
interesting one.
squad.
The Josh
No,
Battle.
not at all.
I think there was a lot of other players sort of in that back line. I
picked
feel like
Impey
Wilkie
and Amon
Well, yes, those
before
two.
them.
I feel like Wilkie would walk in before him as well.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised at Josh
Feels
Battle.
like they're probably maybe going for successive teams rather than,
That's-
you
yeah.
know. Because I feel like Matt might be a bit of a bad look considering
Was he in our best two, though? Like, we got gun.
well, it's all position based, right?
Yeah,
So-
I know. I guess, yeah.
There's no midfielder better than him.
No, there isn't. I would agree. But I feel like, I don't know, I rate Tom Barras so much more than I rate Josh Battle just because I think it's the game style they play and
Yeah.
Josh Battle kind of goes unnoticed, where we often see Barras going for a spoil or something like that.
I agree with that, but Tom Moras has been, in terms of key defenders, is probably not top 5 at all
No, he is.
compared to last season.
Yeah.
I think the way that they're kind of looked at as well, the job that Battle has done on certain players has actually been quite good.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stats that have come out from that.
So he's done all right in terms of that. But yeah, I feel like there's a couple other players that probably
Yeah, like imagine you
should've
pulled
made
up, like even like Caminiti, like if we're going off
Yeah.
people that just have done good jobs on players, then chuck Ben Miller and Caminiti in the side, you know? Like
Yeah.
like Ben Miller kept
Well,
No
who
way.
was there was I can't remember, I think it might have been Trainer. Someone kept themselves goalless for 4 weeks. Didn't let anyone get a goal on him.
Yeah, that was Ben Miller.
was it, Ben
He
Miller?
kept Jesse Hogan goalless and Kerno, and
In a
obviously
row.
Kerno was going pretty poor at the stage, but
Another one we have is, let me pull it up, is a rankinless Adelaide will struggle in finals already in an inexperienced final side.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I think losing Rankin is such a big thing for them.
where the hell?
What he offers to be able to run through their midfield. It also means someone like Dawson has to play a lot more time in the midfield and can't roll forward or back because their midfield, in my opinion, struggles quite a lot at times. I mean, you look at the All-Australian and there was defenders that were named plus Dawson in a forward. No, you know, so I think Rankin's a big loss.
Will?
I don't know. I actually don't think so. I think they're still in a really strong side, and I think they're definitely in a good position. And I think they've honestly found a good way to fill that spot. I think Keezy is probably stepping up, playing a bit of a bigger role, and I love to see that from him to be able to play, you know, a bigger role and be able to perform in it. Obviously, he was. Whether or not he is able to do that over the course of the finals. We'll find out. But also maybe found some hidden gems in someone like Billy Dowling, someone that's just come in and played their first game of the year. So I think they'll be all right. I think their other areas have really stepped up well and should definitely be good for them. I might chuck that up on the Instagram though. That poll, I'll chuck a poll up. See what people think. Have a look at the Instagram. Chuck your opinion on there and see what you reckon. And we'll read out the results on here.
I like it. Nothing too much happening in the first 10 minutes of this quarter. Neither team has actually kicked a goal. Just the one behind to Gold Coast and the 3 to Essendon. The scene kind of calmed them down a little bit, weathered the storm. And again, that just shows today when Essendon are the worst team in first quarters. That's probably something they're going to want to work on come into pre-season. But again, it's so tough for them because the start of the year, they actually were doing okay. They were part of those teams that were looking to make finals, and then injuries just hit them left, right, and center, and then they started to struggle. So I don't know how to really feel about the Essendon season because you want to say disappointed, but again,
I think you would. I think you would say disappointed. I mean, I don't really
it's
see.
one of those things that was out of their control.
Yeah,
You can't look. You look at Carlton, and theirs was, they had a very disappointing season, whereas Essendon as well. This is just what we normally see from Essendon, but they've copped 22 different more plus injuries.
Yeah. Another hot take, and I feel like I'll know you guys' opinions on this, but they say that Isaac Rankin shouldn't have got any weeks. Words have no effect on people. What was the exact term? I'll make sure I get the quote right. What was it? Words carry no power.
Wow,
I disagree with
that's
that.
It's a bold thing
a
to say.
very bold thing to say.
Was that just an Instagram comment? Like,
No, that was someone responding to our poll.
I feel like I know who it was, and it really doesn't surprise me from that person. But I don't think I could disagree with that. Not even the
Humphrey.
the fact about Rankin, just the thing about words. That's really interesting. Well, what's the quote? Sticks and bones may break my bone,
But words will never hurt me.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I guess it's not wrong in the sense that they don't if you don't let them. It's not like it's a physical pain, I guess. But unfortunately, it's just not really how it works, is it? Words will definitely. I bet you I could find everyone on this planet
a word that'll
make them upset. And if it's not the first word, it's the 30th. You know what I mean? So, I'm not too sure about that one.
It's just going to blow out from here as we just had Gold Coast kick another goal.
I will say though, Rankin's excuse of Houston rolled me up. It's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Because, all right, Houston rolled you up. Did you need to call it that?
Yeah.
Like there's no correlation in that. And then you think of it and you go, okay, hang on. Did you think that the AFL were going to go?
Oh well, if he rolled you up,
all right.
Fair enough.
I get it now. Well, he got rolled up, guys. It's fine. He's got finals soon. We'll let him off.
he's probably a bit stressed.
And
like,
I keep
it was a big
seeing,
game.
I seen TikToks and stuff of fucking him singing and stuff, and it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just because he can sing, does
Doesn't
not mean
mean-
he's an angel.